Hey everyone, this is Randall, and welcome to Battle Report number 24 in our A Song of Ice and Fire Battle Report series. In this game, I'm playing with Zach, a local player who's been previously featured on the channel. We'll be playing the Dark Wings, Dark Words game mode at the Forge in Houston, Texas. A quick note before we get into the armies. I'm pretty sure I set a new record for the longest opening crawl sequence of any of my battle reports at 6 slides. Most opening crawls, where I set the scene for the coming battle, are between 4 and 5 slides long. This one, for whatever reason, took a little longer to unfold, and it could have easily gone longer if I wasn't pretty sure that I'd lose viewers as a result. So anyway, just a fun bit of channel trivia there. Now for army compositions. The past few Greyjoy games I've played locally, I've played lists without Balon NCU, in an effort to see how strong the faction is without what is inarguably their strongest trick play. I found Greyjoys, anecdotally at least, to still be very strong even without their free unit resurrection. In this game, I wanted to take that anti-Balon NCU testing even further by running Balon Commander. Balon has some decent command cards and an all-new commander attachment ability, and these almost never see any playtime due to the power of the NCU. So this game, I hope to test those out. I also brought along the new Stony Shore Pillagers unit to test out, and I stuck Balon in them to use them as a monstrously well-healed tank unit. Although their armor stats are not fantastic, they are strangely identical to the shield-carrying Black Tide Chosen. And between their own native healing order, Balon's Fueled by Slaughter ability, and all the other Greyjoy healing, I was confident that these guys could soak up a ton of abuse. The rest of my army is pretty cheap and wide. I do have the Silenced Men, of course, with Dagmar, who turns their offensive output up even more, so that's an 8-point unit. I brought my beloved Trappers as a tar pit unit, and I stuck a Drowned Prophet in them to test out his utility in Season 4. This makes them a 6-point unit, but I felt they'd be a pretty immovable 6-point unit. Archers and Drowned Men are here for ranged chip damage and support, respectively. I brought Roderick NCU to fish for the cards I want to pull early, namely Finger Dance and Balon's Acceptable Sacrifices. Aeron is here because he provides good passive healing, and I brought along Asha NCU to test out her influence ability and to hopefully provide some token removal. Zach brought a Baratheon list led by Cortnay Penrose. He has a couple of Anvil units in the Rose Knights and Wardens. Loras is in the Rose Knights, making them a very expensive unit, but he boosts their offensive output, so even if they get in a tank-on-tank grindfest, they're likely to push through a lot more damage than if they were just a vanilla unit. Loras attachment wants to fight expensive, heavily armored opponents, though, and the only expensive unit I have is Silenced Men, who could probably chew through the Rose Knights in a protracted melee. In any case, though, I'd much rather throw one of my cheap meat shield units at the Rose Knights. Cortnay is in a unit of Thornwatch. Thornwatch is a pretty scary unit to face if they're able to pick their own fights and dictate the flow of the engagement. Cortnay's attachment gives them the chance for extra melee attacks off of the crown, or charges, which translates into extra movement and healing for the Thornwatch. I feel like the Thornwatch are going to be a very decisive factor in Zach's game plan. No big surprises on the NCU side. Marjorie is the only pick you don't see too often, so we'll see what she can do here. And rounding out Zach's combat units is the Stag Knights. They received some changes in Season 3, and I've seen them do some pretty great things in their new 7-point iteration. Now let's take a look at deployment, my initial plan, and my assumptions about Zach's plans. Alright, so here's the deployment. We're playing Dark Wings, Dark Words, so starting in round 2, the objectives get turned on. And as you can see, I've stacked all of my units on one flank of the battlefield. And Zach has one unit of Wardens all the way off to that far left flank there. So, obviously those guys are going to probably just get on that objective and stay there all game. So, that tells me that Zach's going to be passively scoring 1 point every round, starting in round 2. So kind of the onus is on me to push for those other 2 points and really hold them. But I have 5 units to throw at those 2 points. Zach has 3 units. Granted, his 3 units are a little bit higher value, a little more offensive output between those 3. So it's going to be kind of a game of, can Zach outdamage my healing and outdamage my, my passive defense? So we'll see. Here's my initial plan. No big surprises here. I'm going to throw the Stony Shore Pillagers up into that center objective as fast as I can. My Stony Shore Pillagers are faster than the Rose Knights, so unless Zach is able to grab the maneuver zone and move them up closer, I should be able to grab that objective first if and when I want to. Then on the right flank, the Trappers, they're going to do the same thing. They're a 6-speed unit, so they can outrun the Stag Knights slightly, unless the Stag Knights get the maneuver zone. So I'm going to try to sprint those guys up there, get them on that objective, and just hopefully be able to endure and outlast the Stag Knights. I'm also happy to see the Stag Knights across from the Trappers, and the Stag Knights are a 7-point offensive unit. The Trappers with the attachment are now a 6-point unit, so the point differential isn't huge here, but I think the Stag Knights are a much bigger part of Zach's damage output. The Trappers for me are just a 12-point meat shield that's designed to hold up a better, more expensive unit. So as long as the Trappers can maintain control of that objective, I'm happy to let them just get punched by the Stag Knights all game. Also, the Trappers can throw out a weakened token once per round. They also have Disrupt, so I'm pretty confident that they'll be able to hold their own against those Stag Knights unless they take like a couple of really big punches in a single turn. And then my Silenced Men are kind of the biggest kind of X factor here. The biggest kind of decision point is what I'm going to do with those guys. So right now I've got them kind of going in every which way because they're going to kind of be my flex unit to go wherever they need to go. So probably the Thornwatch and the Silenced Men are going to be kind of shadowing each other and just staring down each other and seeing who blinks first or who makes a move first. So the Silenced Men will go wherever they need to go. If I need to throw them into the Stag Knights because the Trappers are looking like they're going to falter, then I'll do that. If the Stony Shore Pillagers get flanked or double teamed by the Thornwatch and the Rose Knights, then I'll throw the Silenced Men that way. And then the Bowmen and the Drowned Men are there to provide support. I'm going to try to keep the Bowmen kind of in long range of everything if I can, so that Divide the Spoils can do its work. They can move around stuff in short range, but they can take something from short range from another unit and then throw it within short range of that unit. So potentially they could take a pillage off of the Silenced Men and throw it to the Trappers, or move pillage around in other ways. Also the Drowned Men, I want to keep them between the Bowmen and the Stony Shore Pillagers so that the Drowned Men can feed wounds back to the Stony Shore Pillagers if they need to, and they can also use their order instead to give the Bowmen rerolls on their attacks. So I really want to make the most out of those Drowned Men by positioning them correctly. Here's a look at what I assess to be the most likely course of action for Zach here. I've pretty much already discussed it, but I'm assuming he's going to throw the Wardens on that point, and they're going to sit there all game. Rose Knights and the Stony Shore Pillagers are going to race to that center objective. The Stag Knights and Trappers are going to race to that right flank objective, and then the Silenced Men and Thornwatch are going to just have a staring contest probably, or if one of us is feeling frisky, we'll make the first move, and then the other one will react accordingly. I want those Bowmen to get up into that forest so that they'll be immune to the Thornwatch shooting at them, hopefully. But the Thornwatch are short range, so they'd have to really put themselves on the line to shoot at the Bowmen. But the Bowmen in that position should be able to cover both of those, the center and right flank objectives. So if I get them in the woods there or anywhere around those woods, they should be able to put shots into the Rose Knights or the Stag Knights. And they can kind of screen that center, the area between those 2 points from the Thornwatch. So if the Thornwatch get too close, they'll get peppered by arrows and potentially charged by the Silenced Men. Now for most dangerous, it's most of the same, except the difference here is that instead of the Thornwatch kind of being a little sheepish and hanging back, they're just going to go all in on trying to knock out Balon in the center. So I think the Thornwatch, the game is going to be kind of won or lost, I think, by what the Thornwatch do, on Zach's side at least. So I think if the Thornwatch are able to get a double team on Balon early enough before the Silenced Men are able to threaten the Thornwatch, then the Thornwatch can kind of shoot and scoot, so to speak, but more like charge and scoot out of there. So if the Rose Knights can align 50-50, and then the Thornwatch can kind of dive in there and then pop back out, I think he has the potential to kind of do a 1-2 punch on Balon and maybe knock him out of the game early, which is going to open up that whole flank for Zach, and he can then kind of descend upon my drowned men and my bowmen, or just hold on to that second point and hopefully endure the silenced men coming in. One quick note before we get underway. Zach and I were both out of practice on this game mode, so you'll notice as the game goes on, we'll forget to rotate missions out when we're supposed to. There are a handful of other small mistakes, but I do my best to call them out with the chat boxes whenever I see them. If I missed anything, feel free to tell me in the comment section that the video is completely unwatchable as a result. With all that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So I will activate Aaron, and he's going to jump on the letter, draw 2 cards. I have a start a friendly turn. Do you mind if I
No, go for it.
go back in time 1 second? So I'm going to play Acceptable Sacrifices. This is one of Balon's cards. I target 1 friendly combat unit other than him, and I can have them suffer up to 2 wounds and then become panicked if they do target 1 other friendly Greyjoy unit in long range, and they gain 1 pillage for each damage. So just flagellate 1 unit and then give the pillage to somebody else. So I'm going to have the bowman take 2 wounds, and then I'm going to give 2 pillage to the silenced men.
Gotcha.
And then these guys become panicked also. Panicked, and then with Aaron, I'm going to influence them as well. So anytime they take an action, they'll heal 1. And then for tokens, I'll give a weakened token to your stags.
Alrighty.
And back to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and play Stag's Wit.
Okay.
Just remove it.
Okay. And then I have a start of any turn effect when your turn starts.
My turn starts.
Okay, I'm gonna do a Roderick. I'm gonna set aside 3 cards, and then I draw 4, and then I'll shuffle those back in.
Gotcha.
Draw 4.
All right, so I'm gonna do Olenna, Crown, shut off. What's her name?
Asha.
Asha. And we'll put the panic test.
Oh, and morale-wise, these guys are an 8. These guys are a 6, but now they're a 5 because they have pillage.
Yeah.
These guys are an 8. These guys are a 5, and these guys are a 6.
Yeah. I'll put the
Them?
panic test
Okay.
on them.
All right, so on a 9. And they pass unless you want to use the...
Yeah, reroll.
It's just this one. Yeah, I have to get another 6 or they fail. Okay, so they take 3.
Yep.
All right, I will activate Asha. Throw her over here on the wealth zone, restore 3. And that, I think, is...
Okay. I'm going to Alistair there, but I'm going to change that to removing one of these.
Okay, swapping.
So
right,
we're going to do the deep strike.
Okay.
Which ones? All right. We're going to remove this one, and I'm going to put in this one.
Okay.
And then I believe we draw a new one.
Yeah, put a new reserve.
The new one is mission 9. Once this round, when an enemy destroys a friendly combat unit, place 2 victory points on that enemy. Remove and score these when that enemy is destroyed.
Okay. I'll activate Roderick, and he's just going to pass.
Gotcha. Marjorie's going to do the same.
Okay. I'll activate the trappers, and they're going to just skedaddle, or scoot, rather. They go all the way up here. Okay. So they move 6, so they're going to just march. All right, I'm gonna do a start of any turn. I'm gonna use their Trapper's Tools order, and at short range they can throw a weakened or a vulnerable. And if they have 2 pillage, they can throw both. So I'm gonna re-weaken the stag.
Gotcha.
Stag Knights.
Oh, that was silly. Silly goose.
And next I will just kind of do something similar with the activate Silencement. Except they're not going to move all the way up. They're just going to kind of march up, maybe to like there. All right.
I'll double check, but I think these guys move 4 still.
The Wardens?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still 4.
Alrighty. So I'll move 8.
I think they've been completely unchanged since the 2021 update. They haven't received any changes. I don't think they've really needed any. They do what they do well still.
They're just, they're cheap for Baratheon, and they're tanky.
Yep. All right. I'll activate Balon. These guys are a 5 movement? Yeah. So he's going to march just up to there. Start of any turn, I'm going to use Roderick's other order. And just do his thing again. So
You're hunting for something.
I am. There are cards that are useful. That Acceptable Sacrifices is another one I would like to get early, so I can get some pillage out there early.
That's the other thing. Like with the exception of quest cards, there isn't a whole lot that's super handy to get round 1.
Yeah. Discard 3 cards. I'm gonna have to, or shuffle 3 back. I'm gonna have to discard 1 because I'll get 6. I'll have a total of 6 here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully something in here is worthy of being discarded. All right, I'll discard Blessed with Stone, Blessed with Steel. And was this? Sorry, when did I do this? Was this during your turn or my turn? I think this was start of your turn. Yeah, I think it was start of your turn because I had just moved these guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do these guys.
All right. Start a friendly turn. Got one of the cards I was looking for.
There you go.
Finger Dance. So this one changed. It used to be you'd put it on one of your units, and if they were attacking something that had the same or fewer ranks than you, you would give them a vulnerable token. But then the flip side was if they attacked you and you had the same or fewer, you got a vulnerable token.
Gotcha.
Now it's kind of like the Red Priestess that Baratheons have, where you can suffer wounds and then hand out a panic or vulnerable token, or you can also reroll any attack dice. So it just gives an attack unit a little bit more more options. So I'm going to put it on the Silencement, and then for my activation, I'll activate the Bowman, and I think I'm just going to maneuver into this forest over here.
These guys.
Oh, and Aeron, they did an action, so they'll heal them.
I'm just going to activate them.
Okay.
And they're just going to move forward a little bit. I mean, not a lot. So let's see here. Yeah, they're just going to move them, just bump them up a little bit.
Okay.
And that's it. I'm activated up.
Okay. All right. Start a friendly turn. I'm going to play my other acceptable sacrifices, the other card I was fishing for.
Sure.
And this one, what I'm going to do is... I'll have the trappers take 2 wounds. And then they're going to give 2 pillage to the archers.
What do the pillage tokens do for the archers?
It doesn't really do much, so they don't have any pillage ability per se. So with 2, they just get the standard +1 morale and +1 attack die and melee that everybody else gets.
Yeah.
But they have an ability called Divide the Spoils, which allows them to move pillage between Greyjoy units that are in short range.
Gotcha.
So I'm kind of using them as just a bank for pillage right now. So this is just for them to use it as a bank to be able to transfer it to other units as the game goes on, as needed.
Okay.
So yeah, they don't really have anything like, like these guys get super sundering now and they get their little aura, their little bubble, and these guys don't have any 2 pillage ability either. But yeah, I'm just using it as a bank because they have an order that can distribute pillage. And then that will start a friendly turn. And then I just have 1 activation left, the Drowned Men. And they are... just going to scoot up here a little bit. All right.
Okay.
And that's all. That's all I got.
All right. That's round 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Round 2. Now we can start scoring these. First player goes to you.
All right.
And let's see if there's anything I want to discard here.
I'm not going to discard any, stupidly. I'm going to draw 1. I'm going to do Alistair here.
Okay.
Draw 2. And... I guess that's not bad. I'll put a... Put a vulnerable on these guys.
Okay.
Who knows for how long. I'll spend 1 of Alistair's orders and move him to the crown.
Okay.
And I'll make them do a panic test.
So,
Yeah.
well, he just moves zones. He doesn't claim them.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You're right. My bad.
I will...
Excuse me. Start of
Yep.
any turn. I'm going to Oath of Duty. These guys.
Okay.
Sorry. Go for it.
No worries. All right, I'm going to activate Aaron. And I'll put him over here on the tactics zone as well.
Alrighty.
Draw 2. And then I will put another weakened token out on the Rose Knights.
Gotcha.
Oh, and then Aaron's influence I'm going to throw on to... Let's give it to the trappers.
Gotcha.
Actually, I'll give it to the bowmen, sorry.
Sure. Olenna on the bags. Now here's the question. Can I shut off NCU abilities that have the NCU has already been placed?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, like
can I shut that off?
Shut this off?
Yeah.
I don't know. How is it worded?
If that NCU loses all abilities until the end of the round. So my question is the ability placing the influence? But once it is, that ability has triggered. Like that's kind of how
That's
I'm
kind of how, and then like this is a
interpreting it.
part of, I think that's how it works. 'Cause
Yeah.
in other games I played, I've tried to race Olenna out to nuke an influence before it gets out.
Yeah.
That's how I've played it before.
Okay. No,
Otherwise,
that's.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's a pretty.
'Cause otherwise,
straightforward
I think maybe
interpretation.
she'd be,
OP.
yeah, a little stronger than she already is. So. And Roger
so-
he's basically a blank NCU now because he's already
Yeah.
used his orders. So.
Yeah. So I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you put her on there, and did you want to remove any condition tokens?
Yes, I'm going to remove this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to activate Roderick, and he's just going to pass.
Okay. I too like to live dangerously.
All right, I'm going to activate the trappers, and they're going to just maneuver. So they're going to maneuver over here, and then just barely kiss that objective right there. They don't have this anymore. They don't have the trapper tools anymore. That was last round. Yeah, so that's it. And I'll do a start of any turn on your turn if you don't have any start of friendly turns.
All right. I don't have a start of friendly turn, so if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't have. Oh, I have their trapper's tools. I'm just going to use it again to re-weaken the Stag Knights.
They're going to stay put.
Courtney?
Yep.
Okay.
No, Loris.
Loris, okay. I'm going to do a start of any turn effect. I'm going to do the Bowman's Divide the Spoils. So Greyjoy unit in short range can trade or can send a pillage token to another Greyjoy unit in short range of them. So what I'm going to do is have these guys chuck a pillage over to the
Sure.
trappers.
Do you mind telling me what the impact of that might be?
Yeah, so right now they just get +1 morale, so they go from an 8 to a 7. When they have 2 pillage tokens, instead of using this to give out 1 token, they can use this to give out a weakened and a vulnerable. But there are also other like tactics cards that play off of pillage, so like consuming a pillage to do something, or if a unit has 1 pillage, then this card does X. If they have 2, it does X and Y.
Gotcha.
So it's less about them having +1 morale and more about that possibly interacting with other cards and stuff.
Sure. Okay. So that was a start of
that
turn.
was the start of any turn effect. And then for my actual activation,
I really don't think I can sleep on those guys.
I'm going to just activate the Drown Men. And they're going to just kind of shimmy up a little bit here.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Okay.
Just a little bit. All right. He's passed, right? You passed.
Yeah, he's already activated.
Okay. All right, so I'll activate Balon, and then I'm gonna skip his activation and do some
Move
card
some stuff
exchanges.
around.
Yeah.
You don't like losing half the tactics board?
Yeah. Definitely not.
I know nothing about the Greyjoys, so I was just assuming that thematically they would benefit the most from swords and
Yeah, swords and bags are their thing. So so they benefit from swords. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of mission number 2, and I'll rotate in Controlling the center
Center.
objective.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in there.
So that's going to
And-
become
Yep.
the big juice. Because now that at the end of next turn, that's going to be worth 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have an unactivated NCU. Alrighty.
Do you mind if I rewind to use one of his abilities that I forgot to use here?
No, not at all.
It doesn't really change anything. It's his Kraken's Dues ability. When this unit activates, I can target another Greyjoy unit and take a pillage from them and give it to himself.
Sure.
Basically, just to take one from the
Bowman?
Bowman, yeah.
Sure. No, not a problem.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
Nobody's
there's,
mortgage is on this. It's fine.
and there's so many more pillage things. Like pillage used to be a lot more kind of one-dimensional.
Yeah.
In the,
I don't know. They look like a fun army to play. But
Yeah.
like I said, I just bought so many Night's Watch. I can't buy another army. All right. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Start of my turn. Do you have any triggers?
Nope.
Activating this combat unit.
Yep.
They're going to charge.
Okay.
So there we go.
Got it.
This is round. Oops, sorry. This is round 2, so they'll get critical.
Okay.
I'm going to play Ours is the Fury.
Okay.
Um,
So you get plus.
so
one.
I'll get 2 of these.
They're already a 6 armor, so Sundering won't help you.
Yeah. So I think, just +1 and Vicious.
Okay.
So
and they have Disrupt, so Disrupt and that +1 will kind of just
cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that will be 7 on 3s.
Okay. With
With-
Vicious and Crit Blow.
Yeah, Vicious and Crit, and they're weakened and they're vulnerable. So, re-rolling. Okay, so we've got 2
Okay, 2
crits
crit
that
blows.
go off. That pretty much does these. So I assume you want me to.
I'll use the weaken token and I'll have you reroll. I'm not gonna have you reroll all of it because my luck you're gonna get like all 6s. So I'll have you reroll those 3. So
These
the
3?
crits, and that one. Then. All right, so total of 4 then, right?
So, yep, that's
Okay.
4.
All right, 4 on 6s with a vulnerable. So I save 1.
Mine is.
And I forgot to pop the resilience. So the resilience,
Oh,
I'm supposed to pop that after you roll attack dice, before I roll defense dice.
if you want to walk it back, you can.
Okay. Yeah, because I was intending to use it. I always screw up the
Oh, no,
timing
no,
of it.
yeah.
I always screw up the timing because logically it makes sense to pop it after you've rolled your defense dice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I intended to pop it after you rolled your attack
Yeah,
dice.
see, mine says I have the order for resilience, and it says when an enemy is performing an attack in this unit after attack dice.
Yeah,
are
after
rolled.
attack dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to pop it after
Yeah.
your defense. So you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
need it now. I'm gonna pop it. But
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
fine.
So do you want me to re-roll the 6? Because then with resilience, if I don't roll another 6, then I take 2 wounds versus just taking 1 wound.
Well, don't I? Since I have the activation, don't I get to choose the order in which it goes through?
The order in which what?
In other words, like if you pop resilience and re-roll, I still have the option for.
Oh, so resilience doesn't re-roll. Resilience just means
Oh,
unblocked
okay.
hits. Only for every 2 unblocked hits, I take 1 wound.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Makes sense. Yeah, I want to see if I can get.
Okay. Yeah. So
Just
this
that
would
rank.
be this would be 2 then instead of just 1.
There.
Right?
Nope,
Okay,
it doesn't
got
matter.
All right, so take 1. But then I take a panic test, and you're vicious, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that goes vicious. So I am normally an 8. Now I'm a 7 because of this. Oh yeah, I forgot about the tree.
Yeah, I'd say you're
I
there.
think I'm.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah, I'm
kissing
just
it.
like just in there. So 8, 7, 6, and then back to an 8 from the vicious. I fail for 3 more. So I take go down to here, and with go down fighting, you take 1 auto wound because I lost a rank.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I'm going to activate the bowman, and I'm going to see how much damage I can do to these guys and how much damage I can do to myself from a friendly panic test. Probably more importantly, how much self damage I do. So they're going to scoot up. I don't know if they need to go the whole 2. I'll see and I'll back them off.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah,
there.
I don't think I needed to go.
You're attacking from the side, so that sucks.
All right, shooting. They have +1
Oh,
die.
wait a second. We never revealed another one of
Oh,
those. Let's
yeah.
finish.
Yeah, no,
all
yeah.
right. Okay.
So claims
there
his own first. Yeah, that one's a nasty one.
Ooh, yeah.
So 6 dice goes to 7 dice because I have the Balor there. On 4s with no rerolls because I'm shooting you in the front. Really good roll anyway, though.
Darn. Okay.
So 6.
Um,
And now you would pop the resilience if we're doing the timing right. If you wanted to pop the
Yeah.
resilience.
I am going to.
Okay.
So let me pop resilience. So what is that? 6?
6. Yep. Just in the front. So 4 plus.
So that's 1. That's 2.
Okay.
2
2.
wounds.
I'm gonna panic, and I think you're in the tree.
Yeah.
You're just in
So the
Just you're on level
so that
4.
is so I'm out of 4 now. I'm good, and I've got a Baratheon conviction.
Okay.
So they're going to take 2 back, and I have the crown, so you suffer a panic test.
Okay. So I'm gonna have 2 panic tests here because I've got me shooting into combat. So I'm gonna take mine.
right.
I'll take mine first. So mine is a 6 up because they're an 8 up. This makes them a 7 up, and then this brings them to a 6. So 6. They
You
just
got
pass
it.
it.
Just
and then,
barely.
And then yours, same thing. Doesn't have any modifiers, does it?
Nope.
Okay. And
You
they
got
pass
it.
that one too.
All right, I will. So you're these guys, the Reapers. Still got to do something. What's their armor profile?
They're a 5 plus and a 6 plus morale.
Gotcha.
But right now they're a 5 plus morale because they have 1 village. And they have Dauntless, so they heal a wound when they pass the morale.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. I'll take. So I'm going to do a start of any turn effect. I'll use the Drowned Men's Blessing to give these guys rerolls. And then I'm going to have Asha jump on the sword and then shoot the stags again.
Okay.
So it's 7 again with rerolls. 4s. It's only 1 currently.
There's a few more.
Okay. So 5.
So that's 5. 5 on 4s.
Yep.
These out of the way. Whoa, that was rough. All right, so that's 3. And what are they on?
They're a 4.
Fours.
Okay.
Very good.
And my guys are on a 6. They pass.
All right.
Skin of their teeth.
Okay.
All right. Your turn.
I'm activated out.
Okay. And if you have any start of friendly turn effects, technically it's your friendly turn. So if you have any cards or anything.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing.
Okay. I'm going to activate them. I'm not going to get crazy with them though. Part of me says, yeah, run up as far as you can, set up, and then I'm like, no, because then I've got to charge you immediately. Then I leave the sword open. You have swift retreat. You could melee them, swift retreat, and now I'm standing there with my pants around my ankles.
That
and you
doesn't
still
sound
got
like
your
something I would do. And he can charge again with the crown.
Yeah. So they're just going to move up. Just going to move up.
You've played this game before.
Yeah, so they're going to move up. Yeah, they'll just move up like that, just so they're kind of a little bit closer for a charge if they want to.
Okay.
And I think that was it.
I think we're all activated out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So second round,
So
scoring.
we each score one. I probably should have been smarter and just put Asha on the horse and just had him maneuver up to get one more point. But like I said, I choose violence most of the time. All right, I'm going to activate Aeron. I'm going to throw him on the sword. This time I'll influence the trappers.
So they're re-rolling?
This is the same thing. So when they take an action, they heal a wound. If they destroy a rank, they heal a wound.
Gotcha.
Then I'm going to play. Let's see, where are they at right now? I'm going to play Kraken's Wrath. So this just gives me benefits based on who controls which zone. So even if you control certain ones, it gives me benefits. I control the swords, so I just get precision. That's it. Just in the hope that I can poke through some of their armor.
Okay.
Unless you got a counterplot. Nope. Okay. So they'll attack. They've got 5 dice.
I mean, I would have loved to have had one in round 1 when you're shuffling through all the cards.
Yeah, I got to remember these start of any turns and start of friendly turns.
Okay.
What did I say? 5? 5, 3. Okay. Yep, 5 on 4s. No rerolls.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
All right. I have a start of any turn. I'm going to use their... Oh, unless you have the start of friendly turn to go first.
Nope.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm just going to re-weaken the stags.
Gotcha. All right. That is... All right, so 3, you're vicious now, but that doesn't matter. You're already on 6s.
Well, vicious would affect my morale. Sundering,
Oh, that's right.
Sundering.
Sundering doesn't do anything. I've played this game before. All right. Might as well. I will...
Oh, they restore... Sorry, I forgot this. Aeron, they took an action, so they restore a wound.
Yeah. Okay, I will do... Put Elena here. Move this.
So
Tier 3.
that would be taking this.
Oh, the
right?
bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Unless you want to do that instead.
No. With the letters. Oh,
Letters is you draw two,
cards.
and put out a...
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm
Okay.
sorry. So I'm going to put that there. My bad. Again, I've played this game. And I will put a weakened on them.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to activate Asha. I'm going to throw her on the horse. I'll influence Balon's unit. So this gives them...
Wait, I thought she shut off Asha.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Okay. Then she won't influence, but she'll take a zone. And then I'm going to have Balon just
Grab
scoot up
that
here.
objective.
Yeah, he'll just scoot up here.
All right, Alistair's going to go here.
All right.
I'm going to draw 2. What's up? All right. I'm going to place. So you're already vulnerable. I'm going to put. A vulnerable token on these guys.
Okay.
And that's that.
All right. I'm going to activate the trappers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to swing at the stags.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to play Price of Failure. So this is...
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I meant to move them.
Oh,
would you mind?
No, go ahead.
Terribly?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Price of failure?
Price of Failure is when performing a melee attack before rolling attack dice, all dice automatically hit. If this attack doesn't destroy the defender, I become panicked and vulnerable. So basically,
So you're
instead of
already
rolling,
vulnerable.
Yeah, I would just get a panicked.
So they all
then 5
auto
hits. Yeah, 5 hits would hit. You'd be defending 5.
I'm going to counterplot that.
Okay.
So they shut on a 2-up. Watch this one.
Oh,
Nope.
Got it.
All right. I don't know if you were fishing for that or not.
No, I mean I'd like counterplots to be out of the game, so I'm happy because I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
Well, it
necessarily
looked like
fishing
you
for
did
it.
most of your shenanigans round 1.
Well, I've still got the what is dead may never die.
Yeah. Oh,
potentially
yeah.
still in there that can save a unit. That's a good counterplot. Card.
Just in response.
Yeah, just a call to action.
You know, to tell you the truth. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do your thing.
It's all good. 5 dice on 4+. No, nothing else. I already did that. Okay.
Two
Do you
hits.
want to use resilience on that?
No. I will not.
Oh, they gain 1 back because they took an action.
Okay, so that is 2 on 4-ups. 1 hit, 1 didn't. So that's gone. Now oh, wait a second. What's up here? You know what? I got it. I'll use it. The panic test is a part of the
Okay.
attack
Oh, and
sequence.
we've been forgetting you have 2 pass tokens. Let's just use
Oh,
these
yeah.
as pass tokens.
Oh, okay.
Because I have more activations than you.
For now.
I think
Shit.
You're good. You're good, right?
I
You're
good?
you're
Yeah,
a 5,
I
but
am.
you're a 4 because of the tree.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, so I will Baratheon conviction that.
Okay.
Get 2 back.
Then I take a panic test, right?
Yep.
So on a 6 up,
Yes.
and I pass.
Good.
7.
Good stuff.
For having terrible morale, they're doing awfully well on their panic tests.
And I only did 1 damage. So are you really worth it? You know what?
Oh, final strike?
Yeah, I don't even think it's really worth
Yeah.
it. Nope, I won't do it. That's that. Zed, are you done?
Yep.
All right. These guys attack, sustained assault, so they can reroll. 7 on 3s.
And 4s because they got disrupt.
Oh, okay.
But you got rerolls.
So that's 7 on 4s. We're round 3, so they have crit and vicious. So missed. Missed. Missed, but
Is that
Two
2, 4,
more.
6? So I will now pop resilience in the proper order that I'm supposed to.
okay.
So 6 hits. I can take a max of 3 though. So 6. I am vulnerable, and I'm on 6s. Save 2.
Yeah, pop it.
Okay. Pop it like it's hot.
Yes.
All right, reroll those. Okay, it's all 6. So I take 3.
That's 3. Yep.
And then panic, you are vicious, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I go from a 6 to an 8.
You got it.
And pass it. These guys are
Yeah, those
beasts.
guys are. They're taking it in the
Yeah.
face. Alrighty.
All right, so back to me. I will. I have to take the. I have to claim the zone, or you're going to claim it. So. So they've activated, right?
Yes.
They've activated. No other.
These
they
guys
haven't
have
activated. Okay. Take Roderick. I will throw him
Mm-hmm.
on the letter zone.
Throw a token.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vulnerable him.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna weaken him.
Nope. Okay.
No, I'm gonna vulnerable him.
All right.
All right, I gotta stick with it. And then I draw 2. And that's it. Back to you.
Might as well.
And you got those 2 pass tokens too. Remember, if you
Oh.
want to use any of those, you can use 1 per round.
You know what? I'm gonna lay her down to you.
Well, she can't activate because the board's full.
Oh. Oh, right on.
Yeah, that's like what we were talking about before the game. Yeah, if we both have 3 NCUs, then you have to kind of time when you're gonna activate one and not take a board position.
Gotcha.
I actually thought I was kind of screwed with Roderick because we both had 1 NCU left and there was only 1
Board. Yeah, I
board
didn't
zone. You know,
realize
for
that.
musical chair purposes, I thought I was.
Okay. All right. No. Okay.
But yeah, you do have the 2 pass tokens.
Yeah, I think
that
I
can-
am going to use one of them.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
I'm going to do a start a friendly turn. I'm going to play the Iron Price. There's a couple things I can do, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the trappers here, and I can remove 1 condition token, which they don't have, and then I can, if I remove a pillage token, they heal 2 plus 1 for each destroyed rank. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to burn this off of them, and then they'll heal 3. So 2, and they have 1 destroyed rank, so they'll heal 3.
Gotcha.
I'll just pass with the drown man.
They'll charge.
Okay.
All right. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Yep, that's just bog standard.
Okay.
So that is 7 on 3s. 2, 4, 6, 7. 3s with rerolls and precision.
And he's an expert duelist, right? So you get
Oh
plus
yeah,
1
yeah.
wound,
Actually,
or you can choose to try.
yeah,
to,
I'm gonna shoot the moon on
Okay.
expert duelist. Thank you for the reminder. So this was my roll. Yep,
You got him.
Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All right, so there's that. Re-rolling these. There's this, but well, no, they don't have crit. They have precision.
Yeah.
So
I'll use the
one-
weekend. So I'll
goes
use the weekend to reroll.
Okay.
Reroll.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they had that. So on 3s. Oh,
Nice.
I'm
2.
sorry for using the bad language.
Right.
So it's 2.
All right, 2.
Yep.
No sundering or anything.
No, they just have precision.
Okay. So force with a vulnerable. So save
Yeah,
both.
I'll pop
Okay.
the vulnerable. I shouldn't. I should save it. That's to take one. And then a easy breezy panic test.
So they're a 6, 5 with the pillage, and then
And
4
4.
because of the tree.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yep.
they pass. And they'll pop their order to gain a pillage token after an attack is completed.
Sure.
So they'll be at 2 pillage now.
Alrighty.
Start a friendly turn. I'm going to play What is Dead May Never Die. So I'm going to burn one of mine. Basically, it's to heal 2 wounds to these guys so that we're equal ranks
Yeah.
for objective purposes.
Okay.
You want to
No.
counterplot or?
No.
Okay. So they heal 1 plus 1 for each destroyed rank. So they had 1 destroyed rank, so they get 2 guys back. And then for my activation, I'm going to activate the bowman, and I'm going to have them shoot into Loris over here. So I think they're already in range.
I think so.
Yeah, they're
looks
already.
like
yeah,
it.
they're already in range. I think I'm still shooting into your front though. I don't think I'm getting. So I can't play that yet. So they'll fire. They have 7 dice. Let me see if I scoot up, if that does anything. I think I'm still going to be. In. Even if I scooted up, I think I'd still be. Let me just check this real close. But I think
It's
there's like
a
maybe
friendly game. Yeah, I think I'd give that to you.
Okay. Then they'll. Yeah, so then they'll just get rerolls. That's kind of their thing. They get rerolls if they're shooting in the side or the flank. So it's 7 dice on 4s with rerolls.
That's 3 rerolls.
3.
Wow, full
7.
house. All right.
And then I'm going to play the old way. So this is when a friendly unit is performing an attack after rolling attack dice. If the unit has 1 pillage, the defender becomes vulnerable. If I have 2, I can reroll. But they only have 1, so that makes these guys vulnerable.
Okay. Yeah, I will counterplot that.
Okay.
Okay, so on a 2, of course. Alrighty. So 7 on 3s with vulnerable.
In the flank, so
so
it'd be
4s.
4s.
7 on 4s with vulnerable. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'll have you reroll those.
Reroll. And
Still
they're still
got
good.
them.
All right.
Just 2.
So that's 2 and a panic test. They're outside of the range, so they're normally on 5s,
so
now 6s. They're good.
Then my guys take a panic test. They're 6, 5, 4. And
Oh,
they got it.
almost.
Almost missed it. They got it.
You keep barely making it.
Yeah, just unusual for Greyjoys. Usually they used to fail panic tests a lot, but now they've kind of moved into the almost elite like morale value now. Like these guys are 6s, but they're almost always going to be a 5 because they've got pillage.
I don't think we make it on 2. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. Pivot to a line. Okay. Looks like I can do it on 2. Got it. We'll come in. This. They will be using their long swords, so that is 7 on 3s with rerolls. And they have Sundering. So, this one. And that's full house.
Okay, 7.
Yep.
And Sundering, so I go from a 4 to a 5.
Yep.
None.
That's alrighty.
So I go down to here.
Okay.
6, 7. And panic on a,
4.
what was it, a 4 again?
Still good.
Got it.
All right, and they will retreat. Swift strike. So 6, 7, 8. But I won't retreat all 8. That's it.
All right, start of any turn. I'm going to use the Drowned Men's ability to give these guys 2 wounds back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've just got these 2 units left to activate,
Mm-hmm.
and you've just got them to activate, right?
Yep.
That's it. So I will activate the pillagers,
Mm-hmm.
and do I want to realign? If I realign over here, these guys might just decide to charge in.
If you do, it's in the realm, but it's still a roll.
Yeah, there are 4. So if I realign 100%, then it'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be like a 5. I'm definitely not going all the way over here, but just to prevent me having to deal with that again, I'm going to have them realign.
Yeah.
Well,
But then you would
then I can't.
lose
Yeah,
the.
yeah, I can't
center
realign because then I
objective.
lose that. So yeah, I
So
can't.
you're hoping to get the 3 points.
I'm hoping to get to get those 2 points. I just have to do the
Oh yeah, 2.
the right.
I
I have to heal enough, because I don't control it right now because you have more ranks than me.
Oh,
So
all right.
I would have to kill you down to 2 ranks, or heal myself for 4 wounds, which I can do because these guys, after they complete an attack, their pillage ability is they can remove any number of pillage tokens from the unit. For each removed, they restore 2 wounds. So I can get myself back to 3 ranks. It's just a matter of how I want to do it. So I am going to activate them and just swing. I really can't move or I give up the token.
Yeah.
So on 2 ranks, they have 5 dice. On 4s, 2.
Okay. That is 2 on 3s. What? All right. Let's try with not a D3. Okay. Do you want me to re-roll that?
That's okay. All right. Complete a melee attack. Yeah, so I'll burn both of these. Bring 4 guys back.
Okay. So now we have the same amount. Because I'm going to need to start doing some Hail Marys here. So these guys are going to march 8. That's them.
Okay. I've just got the Silenced Men. Those guys. But these guys have to start doing some work. They've been sitting around doing nothing for too long.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so they're going to do that. They're going to run that way and try to cause some trouble for the Thorn Watch over there.
Okay. Do we activate it out?
Yep. Yeah.
I think
roll
so.
that. Okay, so scoring.
All right.
1
I
point.
gave up the
yeah,
one I had.
Yeah, you gave up that one. So it's 1 for those for normal scoring.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think either of these.
Well, so this one is the center objective, right? So
Yeah. Okay, so you.
so I
get
control
2.
the center objective still because I have
Yeah.
equal ranks. So that's
Yeah.
2 for that one.
Alrighty. Yeah. Now.
And then
I'm sorry.
should we have rotated these?
I think we're on 4.
Beginning on
we're going
round-
into 4 now.
So beginning on round 3, At the start of each round, discard the 2 active missions and replace them with the 2 reserve missions.
Oh,
So we messed that up.
Oh, all right.
So I guess we'll just have to start doing that.
All right.
Because I know we played the whole round thinking
Yeah,
those
as
were our
if
missions.
we were going to do that.
Yeah. So we'll
All
have
right.
to.
So
these
we'll play this as though, yeah.
Yeah. So those will go up there, and we'll replace these with 2 new reserve missions.
So the new missions are if your opponent claims a zone on the tactics board before you do, score 1. Oh, that's brutal.
really nasty.
And once this round, when an enemy destroys a friendly combat unit, place. Okay, this is the bounty one. Okay. All right, activation tokens away. I'm first player. We're round 4. I draw 2.
I'm going to discard a We Do Not Sow. Draw 2 cards.
Okay. Just giving you a fucking victory point, aren't I? All right, fuck it. I'll do this. Activate him. It's going to do an attack. Sustained assault. So he'll re-roll.
Okay.
Going through the things. He activates, so he heals 1.
Heals 1, deals 1.
Deals 1.
Expert Duelist kills 1.
Expert Duelist does 1, yes. So that's 2, 4, yeah, that's 7 on 3s. With rerolls. And thank God for that. So that's 6.
Doesn't have Sundering or anything right now?
They have precision, but
Precision, okay.
I didn't roll any 6s.
All right, so 6 on 4s. I take 4, so I go down to there. And then I am still on a 4, I think. Oh no, I don't have any pillage anymore. So I go from a 6 to a 5. I fail
1.
for 1 more.
Alrighty.
And then I'll pop their order to give them 1 pillage for getting punched in the face.
That might be the most Viking ass ability right there. To you, sir.
All right.
Do what I know you want to do.
Yeah, the question is, there's a lot that can happen here. I mean, these guys are probably going to finish them off. That's an easy decision. Or you're just going to say, I'm going to give you a point, take the sword, and do that.
Well, I mean, they drop the token, but I can't move on it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, so they don't drop it; they just lose control of it.
Yeah.
So
I would still have to maneuver onto it.
Yeah, you'd have to kill me and then surge forth onto it.
Oh yeah, that's what search forth.
All right, so start a friendly turn. I'm going to play the Iron Price. So it's the same card I played before, where I'm going to discard a pillage token, and then restore 2 wounds plus 1 for each of its destroyed ranks. So I'm going to heal those guys for 4.
That's a lovely one.
And then for my activation, I feel like I've got to tie these guys up. I can get charged by these guys. You can take the swords and hit me again that way, but probably you're going to want to charge in, easily nuke these guys, and then bug out and face me.
That was the question of what I did that before.
Yeah.
I was just hoping maybe I could wipe them.
So I'll activate the Silence Men, and they're going to charge the Thorn Watch.
Yep. You'll be saving on 6s then, which isn't great.
All right, charge dice. Okay, so they got 2, so they're good. Going in the flank. Go that way. And let's go 100%.
Okay.
Go that way. And then I'm going to take 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 2 wounds so that I'm giving you a vulnerable and a panic token.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to take, I'll take Vicious with Battle Scars.
Okay. All right,
They
so
have,
they will go
7
6,
dice.
7, 8, 9, down to 8.
All right, so 7 dice on 3s with rerolls.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that is 7 on 6s. 2, 4, 6, 7. One. So
I'll have you use it. I'll use the
Okay.
vulnerable.
all right. Nope. So that's 7. Alrighty. So 4, 7. And what did I say we were at? So they're 6,
Yeah, so Vicious.
7, 8, and 1 for the 9, and back to this for 8.
8. Yeah.
Does the math work for you?
Yeah, that works for me.
So that is 8. Big money, no whammy. Good.
Panic token, I'll have you reroll that one.
Okay. I forgot the panic token. Nope. So that's another 3. Well, that
And they'll just pick up their second pillage token.
is. I've never met someone who more richly deserved a final strike in my life. All right.
All right, so what am I looking at? 10?
Yeah.
All right. 2,
And
4,
I
6,
don't
8,
own anything, so.
10. Okay.
Just break it
10 on 5s. I take 8.
9. Oh yeah, 8.
Yeah, 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Go down to these. So we're each looking 2 on 2 here.
All right. Oh, this is gross. This is gross. Okay, I'll give you the victory point, even though the game's done. You won, but I'm gonna kick over the T-Wagon on my way out. Gonna claim this with her. Shut off Aaron. These guys are going to attack here. I don't need to reorient. Do I?
You don't have to. If you want to, you can.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I mean, if I survive it, then I'm going to be attacking you in the flank.
Yeah.
So, but I already have super
Yeah, you
sundering anyway. So, but it would affect your morale for a panic test if you survive.
Yeah, but I'm saying here. No, I can always. But I'm gonna scoot anyway. So, so that's 4 on 3s. Nope.
just need a really terrible roll right now.
I'll see if I can help you out with that. Almost.
So 3.
That's 3. Yep.
3 on 5s.
Yep. Son of
All
a
right.
gun.
All right. Dagmar,
All right.
Dagmar stands alone. And panic. I am. Where's my? There we go. I'm a 6.
Oh, son of a gun. You know what? Never mind. I didn't do it, so it's not there.
What do you got?
I had
Ours is Fury,
Ours
or-
is the Fury. It's fine. I didn't use it. Look at your cards.
What would it have done anyway? Would it have?
I probably would have done. No, it was either.
Vicious?
I probably would have used it for either Sundering or Vicious, but I probably
Okay.
would have used it for.
I think I got 6s anyway. So
Yeah.
Sundering wouldn't have.
Yeah,
helped.
so it would have been for Vicious.
Okay. There are 6. There are a 5 and a 4.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
got it.
incredibly.
And then they
done.
heal 1 from Dauntless.
And these guys are going to retreat, swift strike.
Mhm.
So 6, 7, 8, 9. They are going to bug out. Actually, no. You're already activated.
I am, but Greyjoy deck has zone replace for attacks, and you've already popped the cherry on the attack on the tactic zone.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that, and they replace 2 plus 1 for each destroyed rank, so they're coming back with 4. Three. Where'd the other ones go? Where'd all my dead archers go? All right, to you, sir.
Okay.
But you already get a free victory point.
Free victory point from.
Yeah, because I was used her for the first time.
Yep. Okay, and I'll activate Aeron, or I'll activate Asha. I'll throw her on the crown, and I'll zone replace with We Do Not Sow. So this is one friendly unit performs a combat action, replace the zone if the opponent controls the bag, which you don't, so that doesn't matter. So it's just a free attack, basically.
Okay.
I'm just going to have these guys re-attack.
Alrighty.
And I'm blocking the crowns because I know you can charge off of it. But I mean, you're in charge range anyway, but still, free charge is free charge. So these guys will attack again. They are on 5 dice on 4s, no rerolls. So 3.
All right. 3 on 3s. You're good?
Good, all right.
All right.
Oh, and she's going to influence. I guess she'll influence the Salesman.
Okay. I will go ahead and order these guys to attack.
Shoot them or
Should charge.
Okay.
So.
Still in, right?
I'm
There's no
still
rerolls.
in. I just don't get the rerolls because I don't get nice things. All right, but this time I will do ours as the Fury and give them Sundering. Might as well. Oh, or maybe +1 to hit.
I'm already saving on 5s, so.
You know what? I am going to give them the +1 to hit just because I'm only rolling 5 dice, so I've got to maximize them. So that's 5 on 2s.
Whoa. What are the odds of that?
For me, almost dead nuts even. 3.
All right, so one on 5.
Yep. All right.
So I take 1.
You take it.
Yeah.
All right. You're just gonna get it right back anyway. So. Yep.
Panic on no vicious or anything. So.
Nope.
6, 5, 4.
Yep. Nope. You're
Barely,
good.
barely got it. So
Oh my God.
get the guy back.
Alrighty.
We're gonna start packing up in just a second, Brian.
Run away. This time I am gonna actually run the hell away. I'm gonna go all the way to 10. That is just.
All right, you want to call it there?
Yeah, I mean,
back
this
up.
game is absolutely yours, but I feel good that I've been able to, like, hold on as long as I have been.
All right, so how did this game go? Well, I never really felt the lack of Balon NCU in this game, but that's probably because nothing died all game on either side. I felt the lack of Balon Commander in the second half of the game, but that's thanks to Loras shanking him. Aside from us forgetting to swap out objectives each round beginning in round 3, I don't think there were any monumental mistakes. I more or less played the objectives, although I could have scored a bunch of extra points in round 2 if I had moved Balon onto the objective instead of taking a free attack off of the swords. The following round, however, scoring so many points off of the center objective pretty much sealed the deal for the game, I think. One disappointment for me was how little these silenced men engaged in the game. The silenced men and the Thornwatch spent most of the game in a Mexican standoff of mutual assured destruction. Fittingly, once they did start trading blows, the damage inflicted on each other was pretty severe. If not for some horrifically unlucky attack rolls, Zach would have smoked the silenced men. Looking at this another way, though, the Silenced Men being more or less a non-factor in the victory just goes to show how well a tanky, grindy list of cheap Greyjoy combat units can perform within the faction right now. I think Zach played pretty well, but the Thornwatch were a pivotal unit that was underutilized, I think. I don't think he was expecting my Trappers or Stony Shore Pillagers to be as tough as they were. And I think he was probably holding back the Thornwatch as long as he did because he expected one of those two units of mine to buckle sooner. If Zach had engaged the Thornwatch earlier in the game to knock out Balon's unit, I think this game could have turned against me pretty early. Now let's take a quick look at the round-by-round developments and then wrap things up. Alright, so by the end of round 1, things unfolded pretty much as I thought they would. The Wardens are starting to make their way slowly but surely over to that left flank objective. Balon and Loras were charging down the center to get to that center objective. Then on the left side, or on the right side rather, Stag Knights and Trappers are doing the same. And then in the middle between those two objectives, I was positioning my Bowmen and the Drowned Men for support, and the Silenced Men were kind of getting into a position there to keep the Thornwatch honest, and the Thornwatch were kind of hanging back a little bit, I think wanting to kind of stay out of a kind of 12-inch Hail Mary charge range of the Silenced Men. By the end of round 2, we each scored 1 point off of the left and right objectives, respectively. I think Balon missed a big opportunity here to use the maneuver zone instead of the combat zone to hop up onto that objective and score a ton of points. But I just saw the opportunity to kill something. I took the combat zone. I think when I swapped out that objective with Balon's activation, I had thought about using the maneuver zone to get a bunch of extra points, but then when the time came to use my NCU, my lizard brain took over and I just wanted to shoot something, so that's what happened. On that right objective, the Stag Knights and the Trappers are pretty much equally trading wounds there. I'm really happy with the Trappers' performance. They just constantly kept the Stag Knights weakened and just took body blows like champs. And then the Silenced Men and Thornwatch are still just kind of staring each other down. Thornwatch are kind of slowly tiptoeing forward a little bit. And that's it for round 2. And then round 3, this is the point where I think Zach is realizing that things are getting a little desperate after I just scored a big plug of victory points in after round 3. So, he was realizing here that those Wardens on that left objective are going to need to kind of get in the game and maybe help knock out those Stony Shore Pillagers, because right now I think he's realizing how well they're enduring the blows of the Rose Knights and the Thornwatch. So he's moving the Wardens off of that objective, which is costing him points, but he's at such a point deficit right now. He's got to kind of do whatever he needs to do to equalize it. The Trappers and the Stag Knights are still kind of in a little foam noodle fight over there. I'm still pleased with what they're doing. And the Silenced Men have finally sprinted across the battlefield and positioned themselves in such a way that they can either start off the next round charging into those Thornwatch or charging into the Stag Knights, whichever I prefer. I was debating a little bit, but the Stag Knights are contained. I didn't really need to do anything to them. They're fine where they are. The Trappers are probably going to keep that point, so no real action is needed there. But in the center, I really don't want Balon's unit, the late Balon's unit, to lose that objective. So the Silenced Men, I'm thinking, are going to be supporting the center fight. And then at the end of the game here, Thornwatch and Silenced Men exchanged some blows again. Zach had a just absolutely tragic attack dice roll that should have knocked out the Silenced Men, but they escaped by the skin of their teeth. And the center held, the Stony Shore Pillagers held, and the Trappers again, they held well. And we called the game before the end of the round because the store was closing, and we wanted to have time to pack up our stuff and not have the employees have to wait there for us after closing time. So, but the writing was pretty much on the wall at this point. I was so far ahead. There was short of a tabling, I don't think there was anything Zach was going to be able to do at this point. So yeah, we called it here. Greyjoy victory, 6-1. Thanks everyone for joining me for Battle Report number 24. I want to give a big thanks to Zach for agreeing to be featured on the channel again, and for the really fun game. And thanks to The Forge in Houston, Texas for hosting. If you enjoyed the video and haven't already, please consider liking and commenting on the video and subscribing to the channel. That all helps the visibility of the video and the channel. Until next time, this is Randall, signing off.